Okay, the time is up. Yenin, come on. Welcome once again, Franko Radio Online. You're live and airborne on Facebook, on Instagram, and TikTok. Number of the phrase 0509842068. 0509842068. Now, after Yafa Bibia, so but before then, I have some brethren and sistren in the building. Yeah, but Abedin, come on. And come on, yeah, didn't say. Is it advisable? Is it prudent? Is it right? Is it good? Tell me about your partner. So you take total financial responsibility. The word is total financial responsibility, not partial, not some.
We met
again last week. We were here today too. We are here.
Oh, my field. I said, what chance our baby?
And Chamina be in Tintia. Yeah, Bibiania Mufasa. Mate, Omana,
and I say, oh, Bana, Wawin, Mama, or Dendi, don't
Mammy, make a crime with the Beja Mufasa and Tiana Mohuna.
Pacho, and Mufasa, Mother Joe. Yo, Mate.
Dozy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank God. Thank God. I love the smiles. You ladies are looking lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've met again. And I have Nana here. Nana K. Yes, my friend is under the tractor. Nana K. Nana
boy, Uncle baby.
Yeah. They
are fake fans.
What
you say?
But would you advise anybody, sir, when you obey her partner in the name of love, obey absolute financial responsibility? The word is absolute financial responsibility.
Definition of partner.
Oh, there.
Oh, sir. I mean,
no, there are some now kind of man.
Definition of partner, please.
Oh, partner as in partner on a now your fiancé
partner.
Yeah, you
okay.
know, yeah.
And what was so?
And now the best was so preco.
Oh no.
What do you make of
total responsibility? No. I if a wukunwa bema why you want dear what am I say? Oh no dear, yes. Makes me aka say this is somebody you are in life, like you are together with in life.
Okay.
But oh boy. And
that's how we're to me go.
Yes, but our Ariana doesn't engusa. It takes time. And
what divorce and marriage either court then?
Oh yes, Makoda, yes.
Okay.
And I know the proceedings take a while.
Okay.
You get it doesn't just end.
But her line
oh, me who pa. Me who. Actually, the cases are not and Chebiasa. Actually, I have a friend going through a divorce.
Oh, okay.
He's set for court in February 3rd.
Okay, February you come because say yes, I could be on the maybe them will experience or pa.
Yeah. You need a Dawson pa.
So Sasana will can say a bad move with me as a pretty dear. There is no guarantee because even in marriages there is separation.
True, but a lot of times relationships, as in with regards to the guys, no, most guys can take you for granted. So I'm in between. Okay, you have to know who you are dealing with first.
No, I'm talking about your fiancé.
Fiancé, I'm American.
Oh, feel you also feel no. Charlie, the two of you. Charlie, what I know the past your one a middle.
Total,
what you say?
Yeah, total responsibility.
Total commitment to each other. And no man enkoye.
And your man enkoye mano.
It waits on sanka anopa. Or sorry, a woman a dianedi. And we are woman a dianedi. And me woman a dianedi. Upian woman is kaka crash in butum. Ukukuman what to shoe a burner. Ukukuman what to atadia burner. Ne rent a woo, oh baby, Jennifer Kutia. Mutiana rent a mano. What you say? Maybe as a walk, wait me, what a small car be the mano. also I know fuel a gum diamano. What you say, and I say, boys were Phyllis, or not so relationship, papa. Say, men so quite pay.
Oh, yes. And realistically speaking, no, a lot of ladies are doing it. It may be, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What you say?
Ebimuye Okruma.
Oh,
yes.
Ebimuye.
Yeah, baby,
we are not going to discuss the fact that it's reality.
Yeah.
But my take on it is, you really have to know the person, okay? I don't judge women.
How well do you want to know the person?
If a guy is taking you for granted, you know there are red flags. Just like if uni obate, nasa ompewa, wunim so obey misika no odi.
Okay.
You know in your heart.
What kind of one margin see assembly? So I feel I'm very near.
Yeah, you
yes,
know.
Clearly, no. Clearly, no. The signs I'm seeing. I'm just maybe near red banner. Maybe near red banner. So I should be careful.
Yes, because if you love somebody, you don't have to be insensitive.
Yeah.
For example, we are banner on a bear mate. Na say AB and Bemano or be kakra or boa or your way. If you are not using the money for anything profitable, you're the guy. You should know this girl, no? Or do you see Exactly. You should know. She doesn't contribute anything to you on pure grand the thought of a grandchild, but she's always taking from you. Always taking from you. Doesn't she benefit too?
Well,
it's
debatable.
It's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing. You are both enjoying yourself, so we are not going to say the man is only giving.
As now, you are opening another chapter. I think that this topic one day you better discuss it. Who enjoys the most? Who they enjoy?
Like I'm saying, you just need to. I don't know about total financial, but people are doing it. But I know that Bina so boy and you know he's genuine. Like. Wow, you can help him out. I mean, you never know tomorrow.
Yeah, but how long should you do that? My memory Obayaso.
Okay.
Oba.
Yes.
Would you do that?
If senior Mrs. Dakayo say nipa na obuano no. Obi wo ho a na ne nsem obi. And he was kind to you.
Okay.
In cases like this, wo oba no hwe sa be mana onye bone. Like heavens cry anybody used to cry to party or heaven.
Okay.
Say oba beni oba oti asema say she's a generous person. With generous people like that we maybe sana only problem.
Okay.
But then ukoshia yanum for ibia.
Yanum for where yanum means.
Yanum ni ono anensan konesamba. Or ma wo kapre krana we do pesado do cry na e kenya bibie nya number eh obi sa cry no wo kon nchen cry ko bisa dia it's very difficult
entity won 10 am one
table ni 10 a me ye the same thing atrel me
so be 10 table no
eh senya me ma one cedi me senya wa me one cedi a oye no me ma one cedi na afi material say one cedi na kwa kodi no hwe ye na fancy sambra o
hey
share ebinum sa na mote
wow
but then like I said it's not enya bone say o partner ebia or some situation bi mu a at that moment no ni bi na wo bo ano as oba it's nothing especially like with the definition you gave say oba won in what relationship man as a be man in what relationship there's a a commitment. I mean even if it's marriage. You know, they are man say start a war, yet na fie, mema sharing, mema chop money, beto akola diapers, beto akola Cerelac. You see Cerelac kit one such a DNA 60 so. This akola ne benum and pay you akola bi okromu di 2. Into 2 and pay you or somehow chop money say ni aduane si ho ne ndia. Bema we ne ho kire na wo oba no nsem obia me pa cho. Me nya me de nkoto degu fem.
Next, what the offer say if only the person has been kind before.
The thing is, once left or right.
Not right or left.
Thank you. Into say right and roll left. Left no be dey fee. Into Bema now or generous to me at the time that I wasn't able to fend for myself. If that man is broken or that man is at his lowest, I would be glad. I would help him from the bottom of my heart.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, mama Nana so Nana.
Is
it advisable? Because here you tight say So apparently we want to do a band cool school or the urban new to a jumem and but every year say now the story has become a different thing altogether. It's amount forecast. So why don't you invest that money instead of spending it on somebody? But is it advisable? Total commitment, total financial.
Nana, let me start off by shouting out Minya May. They are the reason for which sometimes we understand the mindset of certain women.
Why?
Men kind of saying, they open our minds into how some women think.
Okay.
And also somehow,
Okay.
The first thing I noticed, and the first thing I want to speak about, the ifs. You see how easy it is for the women to start with conditions.
Yeah.
If he's like this, if he's like that, if it comes this way, then I'll do that. Why must there be conditions for you to show love to a fellow human being?
Okay.
Odona yedi hon komono. The basis of odo, sacrifice come.
Yeah.
Sacrifice doesn't demand sa ubeye adie ansana ya yebia kahwama. And that is the true nature of men.
Okay.
Men do not look for conditions before they go wholeheartedly for women. Inti yana a hame when they start off like that. If you want to love someone, and no, I can't say no waha. Say ukosra bema na ubeko akotena ne nchen for more than a day. I was say ukwa otene yam kom, that is odo. I was say ukwa ne demo ho ni fin kakra wo ha. I was say we are uncomfortable because at the end of the day, odono but chere will say we nyet mama correct no. Okay. And he said if you need a reason to do that there, then there's a problem. Total financial commitment.
So you see it's a total financial commitment should come unconditional. Irrespective of whatever.
That is why a total financial commitment. Before you take such a decision, but
you and I know that some people also take advantage of.
I know. But you see, say you be dear no chia. Any senka something. Anka Adam. Intinka sanyo mani nyine intinka mema kra ne men ya grobiem. But at the end of the day, men are still being men irrespective of how women treat them.
Some men.
So what you say?
Don't.
Nana umpona abefino. I am not going to look for conditions. What I will say is say, if you're up to, don't look for reasons to do.
If you can afford.
A basic. I can afford to feed you for a week. Do I need you to come and beg me before? When
do you draw the line between somebody taking advantage of you because you are kind, because of love, and when you have to know that genuinely,
you see,
I have to be there.
When there is genuine love, there's nothing like abuse.
Okay.
Yeah. Say sika.
And what my manners?
My cousin said they don't understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
Fanessa Kwame despite it. Yeah. Neira na the girlfriend here 2,000 Ghana cedis. Now they be Albani be 2,000 Ghana cedis. Do you think despite will be worried?
No.
And it is only a mention. A chicken change. What you say? You will complain when the demands are above your resources.
Okay.
But if it is below, and if it is within, that is why I said the first thing is you must be able.
You need to assess yourself.
And your child's play, and your Juma, for this the layman. And anybody that obey me, sorry, say fat total financial responsibility now for and partial.
Yeah.
And I'm out too. It's not
rent.
Senior
rent
now. My top brush in the paste now. That is total financial obligation. And yeah, for the faint-minded, and then yeah for small boys and so. Once you have decided to take that responsibility, there are no in-betweens, senior.
Let me come back to my ladies near her. At what point should you say, okay, I've done enough?
You know when you are doing your best and the person is comfortably sitting down, enjoying what you are giving, and not making efforts to, in fact, say like he said, 2,000 cedis every day, and I'm up to the tax. And at a point, I've realized that 2,000 and then pan out there. It's not that you are stocking, you have a business that you are stocking. You are maybe I would the Tonyama
as the people are comfortable with that.
You are comfortably spending my 2,000 Ghana cedis every day. And you are still in the house now. We don't do things like that. I can give you a story. Me uncle, me offer. Congratulations, the woman will be a good woman, blah blah blah. Obani only median noa.
Wow.
One. And know your red flag first one na onim. Or see when you obesuya. Until the woman befriended somebody in the house as a neighbor.
No, Ocheno.
Obey benku krana see as she benku nem being
financial loss to the
up till now they've been married for 14 years. Up till now she doesn't know how to cook.
Why? I don't know the diabo na say.
Ebedru baby ni kunu so otifie. Mama MBA shop man MBA shop na obetonton onton wan kasa nyama na e wo store ni na sika ne behye capital ne behye nyama ne besa onhu sika no. Ya stocking store, a provision store, big one, 2 times. Ni na she, ni kunu say nya hwe, me yere ya me pema de. Oni na o 2. And be man see that no mutu koye. Omo te amasama ho echi baby. Na wa say be a shop. We be a cold store or J2 stores boom, not be a cold store no de oba ni see ano. Wa stocking mu bibi oba na nya hwe, oni be ya ne so be fa bag. No akotena ho. Na waton. Still, cost on egu. They are not loans. I'm a quick credit for Banomu Digan. It's not kunu horse. I then uncle for we are on measure show or see when you be beer. Then I
shop no guamo Sarge Luna.
What did you lose? Be Sammy. Into your be say, your money chop money on tosh you. Your money scam no offense to your yard there. Or no 2,000 I'll pay a day crop mouse. I'm not here. He's very, very generous. Na we ni na esi girl no so ndafie o namna o de cheche e wo ewie mu ho.
Oh how?
Oh serious ama ye beto oba kra wo ne de bema kra wo ne de me ofa ne beto ankasa ada no I would die here.
No. But it's more serious. It's more serious. So
this is the point where at this point my uncle has drawn the line. It's like me mpelbium coffee. Okay. Ona wo for oba no se ono so onko. Nti me uncle no so ni oba ho fro nam. And or the obana befia betre busuafo a kire mo say first woman na me ware no say na wote e nti mini na jai ba o se on fifi ho kona koye necessary arrangement o se on no de nsa akofie akojai ma me girl ne se onko o ti fie
ho next you just don't give but you should weigh it.
You understand
whether it is fruitful, whether say you did some results. Because obi oha onim so oba ho a de be man nti no. Sorry I relax.
They be are not. Wait.
Me kwa ba o dear no abema peg no ko. Or making any effort say o tu anamo bi at least to help himself.
Say the say na be man tu anamo po aye bibia man say se ne be ya onye bibia na we bibia ba bisa me say oh baby meto eyi say nti also bibi kakran wo ho. Ono de was spending at the car. Ama bema na etu aka no sisi akra de tu fi fie nso so ontu nti bema na ne oba bema ne mo etu efifie na we ja dan na man
asem mama mouse dozy mama mouse at what point should you say I'm done, I'm tired, I've tried my best?
Okay, so first off I will start off like naturally women are not providers. Women are not built to be providers.
How?
Okay. Yes. When you look at the structure of women were not built to provide. Although society demands school, some of the women are firstborn children. They have to take up that responsibility.
Yeah.
But this situation goes both ways. Mm-hmm. There is no guy that will spend his money on a girl on farm faso embreno. Let's look at Sarah's uncle, for example.
But some guys are doing it.
Some guys are doing. Then the guy doesn't know what he's looking for. He doesn't know what he's looking for. In the name of
love, McDonald.
You cannot love somebody more than yourself. Let's start from there. Then you don't really love the person. Because if I tell you I love you, I should love myself first to be able to extend that love to you.
Okay.
So if I love myself, I will not let myself be abused. I will not let myself be taken advantage of. If I take that total financial responsibility, Mr. Ranapa Mama will say, Bear Mama will say, and then you are not making the effort in the name of love. These sacrifices don't need conditions.
Love is unconditional.
If you are a man, you get tired.
Well,
You would definitely get tired.
but not to
What,
them
sorry?
kind of love is unconditional.
Love is unconditional. I don't believe in that theory.
It's in the Bible.
I don't believe that love is coming from God.
I know that Jesus.
But human beings, that love does not apply to us. It doesn't apply to
Wow.
us because Bema, what sorry, I see Obeja Wakofa Oba Sebi Bibi done and so if he's really a serious guy and looking to build to his life, Nana can make us and or say or tato toothbrush new toothpaste. I'd like to ask him this question: if he's still with the same girl. No, you will leave her and go.
He was not using easy. He was
You
not
will leave the girl.
Dozy, you are getting too emotional.
No, we are being realistic here.
You are getting overly
We are being
emotional.
realistic
I
here.
know. We are all trying to be realistic.
Draw the line. Me, I think yes. Nana Kwame was right when he said, looking at your.
Should I draw the
capacity.
line with chalk or pencil?
Nana Kwame was right. You have to look at your capacity.
Okay.
As a person,
Yeah.
maybe your financial capacity and strength
Yeah.
to be able to take that total financial thing. But there should be a line. Where you draw the line is when you see the person is getting too comfortable with the life that they are living. Because Bema Sebi, Bibi da when you sudi, want to mean casa what to now oba a show.
Nana,
You would do something for yourself.
unconditional love.
Oh.
At what
Is
point, Nana? At what point would you say I'm tired? I've done enough.
Yeah.
You
At
see,
what point?
The thing is, with men, we barely have. I'm tired. We barely have.
Continuous.
We barely have. I'm tired. Hey, what any uncle ne example no? How many instances and or site and sana or kase ni uncle no became fed up. And I'm that is the nature of men.
4 kids there.
So
They're 2
imagine
years
how
interval
many
scribe.
years it will take before he says, my bro. And it will take the influence of society and even family to push a man to go to that extent, especially if he's capable.
Yeah.
See,
It's in the quack and say, oh, Cassie saying.
me can say, so we'll say, your friend is saying, you get tired at a pointer. Maybe I'm still reiterating the point to say, and yet job for the small boys. And you know, do not take up financial constraints fully. If you know you are not up to the task, yes, simple.
To where and they don't start.
Don't go there.
And what happens to the relationship?
Yeah, you continue.
The thing is, relationship will be a hand come hand go kakra.
Okay.
And only understandable. But say acquire one way. Hey, I want to know me red flags never set it in.
Okay, so generally, you're really saying we've had instances where you're tight, you know, in the news and other, you know, portals, you really be. And I'm a her obano, medina ku school, and I'm a her no, medina ko ha, my her niya, my day. After the pan get it to a certain level, no, so you are not my class. And I say I've fallen out of love. Genuinely, I loved you. But now, as human beings as we are, we change. My love language and pattern has changed. And you know more fall within what my new ideals are. When you are helping a partner, do you have to think beyond a name or love? No, and now you also have to think the possibility said there can be separation any day, anytime. And for that matter, when it happens,
Yeah.
Now, let me take this one. Like any other thing, a relationship is a risky scheme. Anything risky would tell you, say, waiting your investment and when your returns be back.
Yeah.
And that is why I keep saying that should be your first mentality entering into any form of commitment.
Okay.
And ukuta mentality now, there's nothing like my bread. And I say there be. It's that simple.
Okay, Dozy, let me come to you.
Yes, I think that you have to consider that in a long run, okay? Because as human beings as we are, you can never know somebody entirely. You can never know, because even people who are married, they still figure themselves out every single day.
Yeah.
They still do. So you have to consider the fact that she can wake up, he or she can wake up one morning and be like, I don't want this anymore. When it happens, you just understand that you did this for charity reasons.
Does that mean you don't have to keep higher expectations?
Exactly.
You don't keep higher expectations. Don't expect. I'm somebody that doesn't live by expectations. When you live by expectations, you'll be disappointed every single time. You will be disappointed every single time. Accept people for who they are, but learn to draw the line and put people in places where they belong. You like the person genuinely. It's not a problem, but understand, say, that person is not you. You can go eternity loving one person. That person can wake up in the morning and tell you, I'm done with this. And that's okay. It will hurt, but that's okay.
Wow.
Is that why you become
Oma, yeah, they retaliate in anger because of disappointment. And they say, is it because omu need that foresight, that expectation, and I said the shocks are too wild for them to handle disappointments because they've invested so much?
Well, I look at things from a very broad perspective. It's not like probably they cannot handle. Some people have short fuses.
Okay.
And some people have been through a lot. If you have a guy or a girl who has been through constant disappointments, those kinds of things, they cause a trace of trauma.
Okay.
Those people yearn for acceptance.
So the residue of...
Yes, they yearn for acceptance because in every stage of their life, they've been abandoned one way or the other. So that kind of person, when the next person comes and disappoints them, it is a residue of the guarded trauma they have been through. The pain. It's not this person. It's not just this person. That's why it's important that when you go through a breakup and then you have to take your time to heal.
Healing time.
You have to, a lot of people don't do that. They don't.
Healing time.
They jump onto the next available
Say
person.
healing now, a girl be up bed.
It is not healing. It's not healing. Same applies to the ladies. She's broken-hearted. What's in a club? No, I thought a guy comes to her and she does that. She's not healed. Before you know it, she begins to treat the other guy just like what she's been through, or she'll guard herself. She will guard herself, and probably that guy was a very good guy.
Yeah.
The person that came next, but you see, because
then that guy becomes a victim of circumstance,
and maybe also has been through something like that, so he wouldn't accept it. Now I read an emoji said. So I will advise heal, no matter how many years it takes you, heal, because it's not good to bleed on people who didn't cut you.
Yeah, I like that. It's not good to bleed on people who didn't cut you. Go and find your bleeding space.
Go and tie the wound.
Yeah.
Put medicine. Let it heal. Because sometimes good things can happen to you after a bad thing. And when you don't go through that healing process, you find somebody who probably would have been the best person for you. But because you have your own insecurities up, you have your own defenses up, your mindset hasn't changed. So you don't accept the person for who they are. And at the end of the day, you lose.
Well, I think personally, I've learned a lot of lessons during this conversation. It's a very healthy conversation, and I love your minds. Even though we might have divergent views on some of the issues near it, but that is the beauty of life. Yeah.
Yes.
When should you see red flags and take them as serious? When you are in a relationship where you are the financier of the relationship, at what point? And I will be to me and say, no, and I say it may end at the place that I want to.
At a point where I see. When somebody is taking advantage of you and you're in love with the person, it's hard to notice.
Yeah.
People draw your attention. And our intuition also talks to us. But then you feel it. You have this at the back of your mind that this girl is taking advantage of me, but you go like, oh nah, it's not like that. Because you are in love. Yeah. Because at this time, bare 4 legs or passing at the end of the day, me and my girl. And then at a point where you feel you can't do the thing. If you have the power to do it, you can do it. And it's a button. But obi wo you don't have the amenities, you don't have the feel say you can't do it, my dear. At that point, draw the line. Because
in the midst of all the spending and all these things, should there be disappointment? How should you handle it?
If there should be a disappointment, Papa Cow.
I like the way I was here.
I said now we try bet no na. Teams ni na. I mean, now they broken heart. What pay down sir? Now because untumi nko bisa vendor na wokoto ade no woko bete won. Also untumi nko bisa sporty bet na ho. Yeah. And so, now they will disappointment Akofi because you saw the signs and you decided to ignore them.
Yeah, I had to say the obedi counterfeit we.
Thank you. On the recording. Hey.
Nah.
I can.
Also, a police case. I read that report.
How are you going to report?
What can I say?
Mature to
counterfeit. What about today? I didn't have a toy.
Mature to was oh yeah, Bema from
No, I told you. Then I told
you. You pay the 200 cedis. I better idea 5 cedis. Hey.
So we should understand the fact that everything we do is a risk.
Yes.
And BBA come with risk biano, it will pros and cons.
Yes.
A bit me a call for us, it can go against us.
Thank you.
So whatever you do with your head, not with your heart alone. Your heart will open the door, but your head should direct you. Yes. At least so that we can make sense out of our life.
Thank you.
In as much as we want to help people, we shouldn't put ourselves in the red light where we become the victims of our own goodness.
Yeah.
What you say, internal. I
hope Bible is a kind of say in all you're getting, get wisdom.
Get wisdom.
Thank you.
And hold your neighbor
as yourself, not more than yourself.
Thank you so much. I hope Papa Dozy, beautiful Dozy, and Nana Kwame, Nana K. A man of friend Nana K. You know, I just say, yeah. What's up, boobies? Okay, how do you see me in the Obidumbia? Okay. And Chaka Siankoma Suffocating.
I wish you
Suffocating and then birthday on. Okay, happy birthday to you, Suffocating.
very, very many happy returns.
Navy headquarters, Bemakam. Suffocating.
I wish
May the good Lord bless you. May He shower His blessings upon your life. May goodness and mercy follow you all the days of your life. May you never lack. Eradintin anyone chill. One more when you didn't hear what I'm for. You are born for the best share. You're done a corner who are used to the moon. I know you believe. Eradin man quatinti and Yawodia. You never told Nana no Nana and Kanswa. Now I brought Bonya dance the man for fraud. Happy birthday brought to you. God bless you so much. Wait for Wado Fonchain. We love you so much from Franko. Etia Dubesia. Ima MCR. Sanso ena DJ Mufasa na jengi ono esi jasu migusu ameno enche baby na vi diaba asina kesi enko magic eni adanse pa obedi fa me ho
I wish you
adanse pa obedi fa me ho unim say me call a year last week Saturday no a year no edru say omoye a year for a tribute no abusuafo ne say e ma de no matwam Obia ya tribute a man de na busuafo so matwam
Kim promise
abusuafo ne kind de man adwo no
into me by me team and Johnson and was a middle
and Jake testimony no be about me no medility if you go social media me patch udru atwam
oji di sa me be wa
fa ne se wa ma yeah, may the good Lord be with us, keep us, and restore us till we meet again. Thank you so much for doing the listening. I love you guys so much. Bye bye.